Hey family, this is Ashley. I'm jumping on really quick just to fill you guys in. I will be going on a little hiatus for a little while just to go within so that I can bring more value to the ministry. I feel like this is a good opportunity. I still will be posting pretty regularly on Patreon, so Patreon family, thank you so much for your continued support. Don't worry about that. The Masculine Mondays and the Feminine Fridays will continue. I still will continue this Twin Flame Starseed Bible studies, but I want to go deeper with the Bible studies. I want to be able to offer more information, insight, and decoding at a deeper, higher level. So I will take like a little step back from that. I will be putting more energy into the Tarot, Bible, and Alchemy series that I was mentioning before. So that will be the primary focus right now. To offer more value to the collective, I feel like when you are able to take the information that is given, that puts the power in your hands. So when I teach you the way how to use the tarot and the Bible and alchemy together to come to your own conclusions, you no longer need to go outside of yourself. You can answer a lot of the questions yourself, and you can even use it as a business tool or as a modality to aid others. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to jump on real quick just to share that. All right, love you guys much. Continue to feel your flame. All right, peace. And you thought I was going to leave you hanging. I have a message today for you, so stay tuned for that. The card that came out today is the Fool. Full circle with the 0. This is part of the initiate, the 3 initiates in the tarot deck. This is the first initiate. This is that of the bee. And I will go over that. I did mention that before in one of the studies about the 3 initiates. The bee, the wheat, and the asbestos in alchemy. But I will get to that when I do the study. All right. So this is where I feel like we are at for some of us, for whoever this message resonates with. We are on a new journey. So the scripture for today is Ecclesiastes 3:1. And pretty much it's just saying it's a time for everything. It's a season for everything. And this season is for new growth, for new movement. Sometimes you have to take a step back. Sometimes you have to take a break before embarking on that new journey. Okay. So let me see anything else that the Spirit has. You are being provided for through this change. Just smell the flowers, continue to move, continue to grow. You have the Spirit that is faithful and loyal, represented by the dog. And this sun here, which I always find this to be so interesting with this sun. The sun is traditionally yellow, especially in art, but however, this sun right here is white. And sometimes when I look at the sun and when I sun gaze, that the sun is actually white, like a star. You know how you look at the stars at nighttime in the dark sky and they look white? Like this to me is like a prophecy that the sun is changing or some type of new energy is coming off of the sun. All right. Okay. This also feels like the number 0 and this card, the Fool card, is like in the traditional playing deck, just like the regular deck, that of the Joker. And the Joker is both the Fool and the fulfillment, or the beginning and the fulfillment. This is like the energy of Saturn, which we have been talking about for a while now, about the initiation. So Saturn gives you discipline. And this is what's going on. You are receiving discipline. So it's a time for the chill, and then it's a time to get busy, if you will. So this is like going within and then starting over again. Going within, taking some type of action, and then taking a break. So it's like full circle, like a continual cycle. But it's like a cycle that spirals upward, okay? Not just keeping you in the repetitive motions. And that's what Saturn is doing right now. Regardless of wherever Saturn may be in your birth chart or in your chart currently, I recommend that you go look that up. But it brings you some certain type of peace and reassurance that everything has a season. Everything will pass. And one thing that is, you sort of kind of like think this anyway, just regularly, but when it really makes a impactful impression in your mind, that when I was fasting, so I did a 7-day fast for the total solar eclipse. And I have done fasts before. However, I usually still incorporate fruits and vegetables and nuts. But this one was a total liquid fast, okay? And so usually after the 3rd day, I'm good. And so I was tested on the 6th day. So 6 is that of the ego, of the flesh. But it's also the spirit man. So if you are able to connect with the spirit, which is the spirit man, your higher self, you're able to move forward in your path. You have become disciplined, and that's what's going on. You have to receive discipline before you can embark on the new path. Otherwise, you're going to self-sabotage yourself. And one of the epiphanies that came through, like, okay, this too shall pass. Actually, I did another 7-day fast last month, but it was like I was saying, fruits and vegetables and still nuts and stuff. And it was like, that was one of the main messages that was coming through. This too shall pass. Like, for those that are waiting on your divine partner, this too shall pass. You know, you may at times feel lonely, for those that may still feel like that, or you may feel even, you know, tempted or turned on or something. But it's nothing but an emotion, an energy emotion that you can transmute. So imagine if energy has been being sent to you, you can transmute that. That's what that 0 represents, full circle. You can take that energy, whatever energies that may come to you, and you can transmute it. All right. So whatever energy that you may be currently in, or that may come to you, it will pass. You're not going to be angry every second of the day, every day. Are you? Are you going to be hungry every second of every day? That's the purpose of fasting as well, is to break down the ego, to break down the flesh, the lust of the flesh. You know, we are operating in a 3D reality, which means that we can be held prisoner to our 3D temptations, sight, sound, touch, you know, all of that type of stuff. But when you align with your spirit man, that's what that white rose represents, is like you have the control over it, self-mastery. And that's what fasting helps to do. Align with your self-mastery. You also have here this red feather over the pineal gland, directly pointed towards that. You know, higher self activations. This also seems like another scripture in the New Testament that the Christ said was about the eye of the needle. The eye of the needle is the pineal gland. Okay, and imagine this hoop that you have to shoot something in. You have to make that basket, if you will, like if you were playing basketball or something. You have to make that basket to go to the next level. Okay, and that loop, that hoop, that portal is so tiny, like the eye of a needle. Okay, but you're able to do it. So most aren't able to do it, but you have the guidance and you have the knowledge to be able to do it. But you have to crucify, if you will, the ego man. You got to crucify the flesh. That's what the crucifixion represents. Okay, crucifying the flesh, the ego man, and ascending and activating the higher self. Okay, you may hear sirens in the background, but that is to get your attention. Okay, you know, yeah, we're about to take a leap of faith. This whole walk is a leap of faith. I'm just seeing if anything else that the Spirit has for this. So remember, it's a season for everything. Things come, things go. You know, it's about being in flow. All right. So if you're interested in joining this family here, hit the subscribe button. This is like a little different type of reading. Usually I have a different setup, but I mean, I just do whatever the Spirit tells me to do pretty much. Okay. So, you know, hit the subscribe button, the notification button. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Hit the like button, leave a comment, share if you feel like this message can help someone or can lead them to a higher understanding. And for those that are given the 613, higher wisdom, higher knowledge, energetic exchange, also known as a donation, thank you guys. That link is down below. If you are interested in donating and supporting on a continual basis, you can do that through Patreon. And thank you once again for the continued support from the patrons over there now. And as a free gift, that we will provide you with a free energy reading every month, as well as the weekly collective reading that's over there strictly for the Patreon family, and the other little goodies that we offer over there. I just am so appreciative of this ministry, of this path that I'm walking on. It has been so rewarding. Here, I got little goodies in my bag right there. You know, the higher wisdom, the higher knowledge, etc. So, you guys, I will keep you posted. I am so grateful, and all right.